We are underway at the tip. Young Legends and Team Carroll. Glad that you're with us. Joel Hillsman, SUV TV. Team Carroll in the goal. Young Legends in the black. As we are underway here from On the Radar Hoops, Elite 32 Session 2. And now here come the Young Legends. They are in the black. There's John Brown holding it out between the rings. Worked on defensively there. Check it. James Santos had my numbers switched up just a minute, and the hoop is good. Cameron Kirkwick with the hoop. Carroll in the yellow, and Young Legends in the black. There's a jumper. It is off, no good. Alex Reese, rebound going to come down to Kirkwick. They'll get it up. Long lead pass Santos. Got it down low, and there he is, Mike Downing. Downing going to pull it back out, and they'll give it to Santos. Santos gives it off. There's Keller, steps into a three. Good. Jacob Keller, a three ball. And a quick 5-0 lead. Well, here's Javen Johnson. Johnson puts it on the floor to Parker. Parker back out to the top. There's Jamal Johnson, a jumper good. A three ball from Jamal Johnson. And they cracked the scoring lid now with 14:35 to go. So now here comes Keller. Keller will walk it into the forecourt with the left-hand dribble. Between the rings now he is. He'll bounce it over to the right now, holding it on that left wing is Marco Pinato. Give it to Kirby. Cameron going to back all the way down. Pump fake. Not there. Swinging all the way back around the horn. Santos, a three. Hill of the rim. No good. Rebound skied down and brought down by Brooks. Garrison Brooks on the rebound. There's the drive. Going to go all the way. No whistle. And now we do have a foul as Parker went driving in there for Team Carroll. Miles Parker. So let's see. Going to the free throw line will be Miles Parker for Team Carroll. Parker, 6'8", out of Madison Academy. And this Team Carroll squad based out of Pelham, Alabama. The Young Legends squad based out of Riverwood, Illinois. Parker, free throw off, no good. And we split them, did Parker. Feed it down. Cameron, oh, nice little handoff action going up. Jacob, no good. Rebound, sky down and rip down, and here comes Carroll back this way. Team Carroll running in transition. Slow secondary break, nothing there. Dribble right to that sideline, and he's going to dribble right to the corner and step out of bounds. Not paying attention to his surroundings. Alex Reese, ball handling right there kind of cost him. He was indecisive. I've seen some of that here today in which – I mean, listen, you know basketball, don't care how the court is, cross-court, crisscross, doesn't matter. Don't dribble to the sideline. Keep the ball in the middle if you can. They're going to feed the post down low, catch up, and one. Cameron Kirkwick with the hoop, his second field goal. Foul called on Garrison Brooks. So here comes Cameron Kirkwick. Goes through his free throw routine. The left-hander sticks it up. Good rotation. It falls good. Well, he completes the three-point play. And that makes it now 8-4. Well, here's Jamal Johnson. Jamal will give it off now to Javen Johnson. Javen going to drive. The ball is tipped away, and Cameron Kirkwick going to come away with it. The big almost wanted to show off his ball handling. Santos gets it up ahead now, and here's Keller. Keller, layup is no good by Mike. Now they're going to shoot it back this way, and Jacob Keller going to tip the pass and steal the pass. Keller slows it up and will set up and condition the offense. Gets the screen down from Downing. Gives it over to Santos. Santos will peel it back over to the left side. Now he gives it to Kirkwick. Kirkwick facing the basket. Now he's going to put it on the floor. Going to try to work his way down on that right block. Turn, stepped in, kicked it over. It wasn't there. Now there's a long three off to the left. No good by Marco Petnato. And now here comes Team Carroll back this way. Javen Johnson. Javen going to stop. Foul line jumper. Good. Splashed it home. Javen Johnson, his first field goal. Javen Johnson, 6'6", out of Austin Decatur High School and Decatur, Alabama. Now there's a swing, and they'll kick it back around. They'll hold it and bounce it to Kirkwood. Kirkwood going to turn on the pass. It is low, out of bounds. A turnover. Kirkwood tried to pass, so now we'll have substitutions. Tahir Smith will check in, and Jameral Wilson will check in for the Legends. And coming out would be Patnato and Downing. So Team Carroll now will inbound it. 4 minutes gone by. 11:55 and counting here in this first half. Joe Hillsman, glad to be with you. Remember, 2 16-minute halves. Now putting it on the floor, driving is Jamal Johnson. Shot is up, no good. Cameron Kirkwick will get the rebound. Outlet now to Keller. Keller into the forecourt with a left-hand dribble. Keller jump stopping and Euro through the lane. He was fouled as he was going up. I like that move. Kind of slowed it down and try to lull him to sleep. And boom, here comes the jump stop and taking off is Jacob Keller. He'll go to the free throw line. Jacob Keller, 6'4", Fenwick High School, Aurora, Illinois. Lefty puts it up in there, good. A 9-6 lead. Keller will get one more for the lefty. Keller, free throw, front iron, and got the roll, good. Oh, he stands up there and goes 2 for 2, and they have a 10-6 lead. So here's Jamal Johnson. Johnson now will swing it over on that right side. They'll hold it with Miles Parker. Parker fouled out high by Jarrell Wilson. Jarrell Wilson did get charged with that foul, so here's Jamal Johnson. Comes and gets a screen for big Alex Reese. Goes over in that corner. It's Javen Johnson going to give it off. Reese going to rip it around, and Kirkwood took the pass away, a steal. Kirkwood hands it off now, and here comes Smith. Samir Smith off the bench, gives it over to Jacob Kelly, close to a backcourt violation. Kelly now will send it over on the left to Santos. Santos gets the screen from Kirkwood, goes around it, bounces it over. There's a long three. Smith, no good. Rebound to big Alex Reese. Reese looking for the outlet. Now he's going to come up ahead now, and here comes Javen Johnson. Javen up to Jamal Johnson, and no, he stepped out of bounds. Be aware of your surroundings. Stepped on that sideline, and now we have substitutions for Team Carroll. Peyton Stovall will check into the contest. Peyton Stovall, 6'1", out of Winfield High School in Gunn, Alabama. (10-6) ball game, 10:25 to go here. First half, and Jacob Keller will cross the timeline between the rings, and they'll set up the offense. Good screen action. Cameron Kirkwick opened up. It wasn't there, so he puts it on the floor, spins. Now going to spin with his back to the basket. Left-hand hook. It's too bad. Off of the back iron. Rebound swooped up and gobbled up, and now here comes Team Carroll back this way. That was Garrison Brooks who got that rebound. Now here is Johnson. Javen Johnson puts it on the floor. Javen, stop, pulls, along two, front iron, no. Offensive rebound, no, they couldn't get it. A rebound in there by Wilson, and he hands it over to Smith. And so now Santos will come in and set it up. James Santos setting up the operation. He gives it over on the left side to Keller. Keller to Kirkwood. Kirkwood, stop, turn, face up, jumper, good. Cameron Kirkwood, like the way this big is playing, and that lefty using that body. Caught, catch, and shoot. And he's square with that thing. Hanging on the right side. They'll pop it out now. Rumpf has checked into the ball game for Team Carroll. Justin Rumpf. Keller comes away with it now. 9:13 to go, 12-6. Keller will set up the offense. He has Smith and Santos with him. He goes over to Santos. Santos going to attack, float it up, couldn't get the roll. Rebound going to pop off, and it was grabbed by Stovall. Stovall now leading the break. Up ahead, good pass break up there by Wilson. Wilson was filling that lane defensively, and when the pass came, he was ready to get in there and deflect it. Substitutions now. Kirkwood will go out, and Keller will go out. Peter Blust will check in, and Marco Petnato will check in. Petnato. Who tipped it? Out of bounds. It will stay with Team Carroll. You know, Justin Rumpf is also into the contest. Javen Johnson is still on the floor. for Team Carroll. They're trailing, and they are in yellow, and they're working on offense now with Stovall running the operation. Stovall hands it over to Javen Johnson. Johnson with the crossover dribble now gives it back over to Stovall. Stovall wants to get the jab step. He's got a screen. He didn't use it. Now the screen still stays, and then they've got the switch. Swings it over. There's Javen Johnson. Johnson going to lean, try to get the screen there. He's going to stop, go down the baseline, hit up on the shot, and he was fouled. Young Legends with the foul. Now here comes more substitutions. Joseph Lindsay will check in now. Lindsay will come in just a minute. Here's Javen Johnson at the free throw line. Javen, free throw, back iron, no. Substitution now. Miles Parker will go out, and Lindsay will come in. Lindsay out of Chelsea High School in Birmingham, Alabama. Both free throws. He split them. No, he missed them both. I got it right. Okay, 12-6. Here's a flip layup. Good. Jarrell Wilson with that hoop, and that makes it 14-6. Javen Johnson missed both of those free throws. I'm sorry. I thought he had one. Was checking the book while I was doing that. So if he made it and you saw it and I said he missed it, and that's why. Shot no good. Wilson will be hit with the foul. So now going to the free throw line will be Justin Rumpf. Justin Rumpf, 6'7", out of Hoover, Alabama, in Hoover High School, and Rumpf puts it in good. And now that makes it 12-7. 7:24 to go here, first half. Rumpf. In our final game of the night, he stroked that one in good. So Rumpf stood up there and stroked in 2 free throws. It's a 4-point game, 12-8. 7:15 less than that. Now here's Keller into the forecourt. Keller gonna hesitate, lost it, a steal. And here comes Team Carroll back this way, coming with Peyton Stovall. Stovall now has it, stop, gonna pop the jumper. It's gonna be off, no good. Rebound off of Team Carroll. (14-8), 7-on-1. It'll be Young Legends basketball. Now Keller will take a seat. Santos operating the offense, gives it to Kurtwood. Kurtwood cross-court pass. There's a long three. Good. Banged on all 3 of them. Marco Petnato for 3. 17-8 now. It's a 9-point lead. Largest lead of the game so far for the Young Legends out of Illinois. Taking on Team Carroll out of Alabama. There's a drive with the left hand up, no good. John Brown with the drive. Foul on the shot. Let's see. Foul called on Peter Blust for the Young Legends. So going to the free throw line will be John Brown. John Brown, 6'4", class of 2017, as most everyone on this team is, out of Helena, Alabama, and Helena High School.
Peter, you had him. Don't open your hips.
Brown sticks that second free throw. Splits the pair. 17-9. Here's Santos. Santos now dribbling with that left hand. Now gives it over to the right. Crisscross one way and the other. Now he pop it out to the top to Petnato. Petnato picked up the dribble. Blush going to feed it down to Curring. Curring turning. He's looking to pass. Now he's looking to score. Stovall came in there and knocked it down. Can't put the ball low if you're a big man, because when the guards come, they slap it. That's exactly what happened. It went off of Kurtwood's leg out of bounds. Stovall caused that turnover, and he'll walk it up, being picked up by Santos. Under 6 minutes to go. Low-scoring game so far. Long three is off. No good. Kirkwood gets the rebound, looks for the outlet, and now they'll push it up ahead. And a bad pass on a turnover. Petnato pass was a little low as he was going for Santos, and a turnover. Mike Downing will check back into the contest now. Lemmy Howard is making his first appearance for Team Carroll, number 35. Lem Howard, 6'7", out of Humphreys County High in Belzona, Mississippi. Went over there and got him one from Mississippi. Come play with him in the Bama, from the SIP to the Bama. And a turnover for Team Carroll. Santos into the forecourt. Santos back up at the top, holding, put it on the floor, and then they'll peel it back out. Here's Petnato. Petnato now going to get the screen from Kirkwick, did not use it. Santos, a lot of jab stepping, nothing to the hoop at the moment. Under 5 minutes to go. Kick it to the corner. Petnato, a three, in and out, no. Kirkwick tip on the offensive rebound, couldn't spin it away. Mike Rumpf got the rebound. Rumpf now gives it over to John Brown. John Brown up ahead to Stovall. Stovall to Lemmy Howard. Lemmy stop, fading away, jumper, air ball, no good. Santos got the rebound. And now a foul called in transition on Joseph Lanzi. Donovan Sims now makes his first appearance into the ball game, and Stovall will take a seat. 17-9, 4:38 to go first half. Young Legends with the lead, and now going downhill as Santos passes it off to Kirkwood. Layup good. Cameron Kirkwood filling it up. He has 9 in this first half. 9 of the 19. Rump has it. Rump, pump fake it, wasn't there. Now he gives it to Donovan Sims, who jab step. Going to spin down the lane, stop, twirl it in there, lost it. Curry going to come away with it, and he'll to Santos. Santos going to attack all the way on Sims. Alley in and oop to Mike Downing. The scoop alley-oop. He saw it. Downing was coming from that left side, and he just said, here you go. Just laid it up there for him. And Downing caught it and sent it home. And there's the drive. Kick it back out. Howard wanted to step into the jumper. He doesn't. There's a long three off to the mark. Right side, no by Lanzi. They tip, fight for it. Underneath, Kirkwood going to come away with it. He bounces it up ahead to Petnato. Petnato going to push it. Petnato downhill, goes behind the back in the lane. A floater. No, they jump for it. No good. Could not get the tip back. Here's Lance now. Lance stepped out of bounds on the sideline. Oh, my. We have not done our SUV TV replay today, but that alley-oop was nice because I thought that was a bad layup about to happen. And then I looked and saw Downing cutting, and I said, well, let's see if he go get it. And he did. The alley and the oop. All right, so let's see. Substitutions now, Team Carroll. Rumpf will go out. Howard will go out. Lance will go out. David Johnson and Jamal Johnson are back in, as well as Garrison Brooks for Team Carroll. There's an inbound to the bench. And a timeout is called by Young Legends. 30 seconds, we'll take it with them right here. TheSUVTV.com. Sotos, and I got it right here and I'm saying it. Yep. James Sotos, the guard for the Young Legends out of Illinois. Sotos, and I got Santos. I apologize to the Sotos family, and I apologize to James. Has not got in the book yet, but running that point guard spot really well. 21-9. Here we are in the first half with 3:28 to go. Sotos. I tell you, it's been a long day. Inbound Johnson to Donovan Sims now for Team Carroll. Still trying to get into double figures with about 3:20 to go. Here's Sims. Sims going to drive. Got it blocked. Sotos. I got that one right. James Sotos with the block. Swings it over on the right side to Javen Johnson. Then they're going to feed the post. Garrison Brooks going to go with a post move. He put it up. No good. Kirkwick was bothering. He puts it up again. No. That tip and fight for it. No. It's going to come back out. Johnson going to chase it, and we will stay. No. We will go down on the court. It'll be Young Legends basketball. Jacob Keller will be coming in. Petnato will be going out. So it'll be Sotos and Keller. Downing, Smith, and Kirkwick, the 5 on the floor for the Young Legends. Sims, Johnson, Brooks, and John Brown, the 5 on the floor for Team Carroll. There's a drive. It's up, no good. Rebound is going to come down Smith. Smith now going to peel it back out and gives it over to Keller. Keller going to drive. It's not there. Shut off the lane. Good defense there from Javen Johnson. Now going to feed the post, going to turn on the baseline. Kirkwood kicks it back out. There's a long 3. James Sotos, no good. Rebound, ripped down. Got the rebound, and now here comes Johnson. Jamal Johnson goes behind the back. Stop not there. Looked like he walked, but he held onto his balance. Here's John Brown. John Brown kicks it over. Garrison Brooks, a jumper. Good, and they're in double figures. Garrison Brooks stepped in, his first field goal. James Sotos brought it and gave it over to Keller, and Keller now will bring it into the forecourt. Keller stops and gives it back over to Sotos. James Sotos will have it. Goes around the screen from Kirkwick. Now he's going to hesitate. Back over to Kirkwick. There's the left-handed jumper. Back, no, badly missed off of the backboard. And rebound comes down to Jamal Johnson. Johnson up ahead. There's Javen Johnson. Catch a right wing 3. Good off the window. The bank's closed, young man. Did you call that one? Javen Johnson a 3. 21-14, a 7-point lead for Young Legends now. Final 120 of this first half. Here comes Keller. Keller between the legs and gives it over to Santos. Sotos. James Sotos will hold it and give it to Kirkwick. Kirkwick now eyeing the defense and now swings it to Smith. 65 seconds. Keller to Kirkwick. Kirkwick back to the basket. Left-handed hook softly, no good. Tip. Fight for the rebound. They're going to come away with it as Team Carroll and Johnson. Jamal Johnson now has it and will walk it into the forecourt, picked up by Smith. Now here goes John Brown down the lane, layup off the window. No, couldn't get it. Kirk will get the rebound and gives it over to Sotos. James Sotos with it with 42 seconds. Sotos now to Kirkwick, and Kirkwick now will hold it. Going to work on that clock now, 30 seconds to go. Kirkwick now just going to hold it, and they're going to eat some of this clock in a 7-point ball game. 21-14. Now here they give it over to Sotos with 15 seconds. Here's Sotos. Sotos going to make the drive down the left hand layup. No, with the right hand, but he was fouled with 8 seconds to go. So James Sotos will be going to the free throw line. Sotos 6'2", out of Elk Grove, Illinois. I keep talking about these Illinois boys. It's going to remind me of them Chicago Bulls who won their summer league opener day over the Boston Celtics. Just thought I'd get that out there while I could. Soto's free throw is good. Love the summertime, man, I tell you. The travel circuit, July, one of my favorite months of the year. It's where you go find those guys who's going to play that basketball for you at the high school level, at the collegiate level, and at the professional level between October and May. And then June and July come, and that's when you got to go find those guys. Soto's free throw good. So we foul call with 6 seconds, 22-14. Sotos hit the second one after splitting it, looking inbound now with 3 to Donovan Sims. Sims into the forecourt, and another foul was given. 3 seconds. 23-14. Coach Monroe wanting them to operate it. Now he gives it in. There's Jamal Johnson. Johnson lost it in there. No shot. So we're at the end of the first half. Low-scoring first half. It is Young Legends with a 23-14 lead over Team Carroll right here. The SUV TV
The feeling of the perfect shot feels effortless to me. Right when I release that shot, it just feels serene and quiet. It's only me and the rim and the basketball. With my height, to have an impact and to be the player that I wanted to be, I needed to change my shot, and that was going to be something that would be beneficial for the long term. The process started just breaking my shot down from the initial release to the follow-through. And there were days that I couldn't even get the ball to the rim. There were days that I couldn't go outside of the paint area. It was very frustrating to not be able to shoot the way that I wanted to. The hardest part of that process was definitely the patience. But if I just stuck to getting better every day, eventually I would be able to shoot where I wanted to, anywhere on the floor. I went through some tough days, but found a way to just persevere and see it through. It starts with a great base and great foundation. It allows everything to feel perfect. I can do all things.
Welcome you back inside the beautiful Doug L. Lipscomb Gymnasium. They kept the old one, added the new one. So both gyms have the same name, and I guess when you have as many state championships as Coach Lipscomb here at Wheeler High School, you can do that. There's a feed down in the Kirkwood, no good. Cameron Kirkwood with 9 in that first half of the Young Legends, who have a 23-14 lead in our final game of the day here on the Radar Hoops Elite 32 session, and the jumper is good. Got the roll. Sotos now gives it over to Keller. Keller going to go on the baseline. Keller back now, spins it all the way across. Pacnato, a long three, no good. Rebound skied for him. High by Big Donovan Sims out of the guard spot. Sims will come back this way with the right hand dribble. Hands it off to Johnson. Javen Johnson going to drive the left hand, spin right in, flip it up, no. Rebound is going to come down to the Young Legends, and they'll come into the forecourt with James Sotos running the offense. I apologize. I got to get Sotos in my head. I'm sorry. Sotos with the drive. Flip it up. No. Rebound is going to come down, and now here comes Jamal Johnson. Johnson up ahead to Donovan Sims. Sims back to Johnson. Nice pass. Off the window was lazy, though. Should have been a little bit more fundamentally sound and put that off the square, and it goes in. Here's Sotos now. Sotos with the right hand dribble. Gives it over to Keller. Keller. Now we'll feed it. There's a drive by Kirkwood. Kirkwood up and under. It's not there. Knocked away. And now here comes Sims. Sims going to drive all the way. Partially blocked and bothered. Bluss comes away with it. Big Peter Bluss now. Two big boards here in this second half early. And there's Sotos to Kirkwood. Layup. The pass was a little late. The alley was there. The pass was late. He got a bad angle and was unable to finish it. Now a foul out near midcourt on Sotos. There's the inbound now. Gonna walk it across the timeline. And now here's Javen Johnson. Jab step with the left. Spins it over on the left side. Parker has checked into the game. Miles Parker. Now they're gonna feed it down low. Garrison Brooks got it blocked. Downing came on that backside, the help side defense, and blocked it. Here's Sotos. James Sotos now. Left hand dribble. 23-16 with 13 minutes to go. Here's Sotos. Sotos gonna swing it back over now and kick it over on that left side. Back over to Keller. Keller gonna penetrate, kick it over now. There's a long three. Back iron, no tip. Rebound offensively by Keller, who passes it, and it was tipped back, and it'll be a turnover. It'll go over to Team Carroll. So good hustle. As he tried to save it, it was deflected. Substitution now coming in will be Tamar Smith.
Mix them up. Come on, D.
Get to the top. Here comes Johnson over to Parker. Parker up fake, gonna drive in the lane, put it up off the window, no good. Rebound comes down to Smith. Smith now will walk it into the full court with the right hand dribble. Goes between the legs, stops and now swings it over to the left side, and here's Pegnano. Pegnano looking to feed it. Now he gives it over to Keller. Keller gonna drive, gonna go all the way, put it up off the window. No, Garrison Brooks gets the rebound, outlet it now. Here comes Jamal Johnson for Team Carroll. Johnson on the break, doesn't have numbers, all the way to the hoop and was fouled on the play. Bluss will get hit with the foul. Peter Bluss with the foul, and Jamal Johnson will be going to the free throw line. Jamal Johnson, 6'4". And you know he's played very well at Spain Park, man. He's been a fun basketball player to watch. He'll be coming up on his senior year class of 2017. Jamal, free throw good. And Jamal Johnson with his 4th point of the day in what has been a low-scoring game. It is a 6-point game with 12:41 to go, 23-17. Free throw good. He made them both. So here's Keller. Keller will walk it into the full court. 12 and a half to go. And put it on the floor. Now going to drive, stop, kick it over to the left side. And there is Keller. Keller almost lost it, picked up the dribble, now gives it to Smith, and there's a whistle and a timeout call by Young Legends. Young Legends want to discuss that. We'll take it with them quickly right here on the Radar Hoops Elite 32, Session 2, live, thesuvtv.com. Out of the timeout now, here's Young Legends and Smith. Smith will bring it across. He's picked up by Jamal Johnson. Swings it over to Pecnato. There is Smith. Smith gonna drive, put it off the window and score. A good move by Tamar Smith. It's his first field goal in the contest.
Come on, Peter.
Brooks has it, swings it to Stovall, to Johnson, a long three, in and out, no. Rebound will come down, and here comes Keller. Jacob Keller now going to take it, hesitate, on the move, on the drive. Oh, what a beautiful pass to Peter Bluss. Ooh, little dip-de-doo, round and round. I love it. Nice layup, Bluss with his first field goal. A beautiful dime there by Jacob Keller. Brought out a little wizardry there with a nifty passing. Parker swings it over here, Stovall over to Brooks. Brooks now with the catch, 2 dribbles into the paint, dumps it in, jump hook, no. Kirkwood played good solid defense, now going to come away with the defensive rebound. Keller gets the pass. Here comes Keller. Keller into the forecourt. He's got Pecnato with him in the corner. All right, wing three. No, back iron. Back tip, and here he comes now. Here comes Stovall. Stovall all the way, pushing. Stovall going to pull it back with the left hand now. Kick it across. Here's Javen Johnson, a right wing three. Good. Javen Johnson, a 3-ball. And a timeout. Johnson now with 9 in the game. And now it's 27-21. And a quick timeout right here. Young Legends not wanting these boys from Team Carroll in Alabama to get any closer. Coming out of the timeout, 10:40 to go, second half, 27-21. Gonna hold it, Kirkwood with the jump hook, no. Could not get the hoop out of the timeout. Cam Kirkwood could not. 27-21, there's Parker. Parker, jab step, puts it on the floor, attacking the basket, left hand off the window, good. Miles Parker, his first field goal, and now Team Carroll starting to get it going. They pull within 4, 27-23 with 10:10 to go. So here's Keller. Keller now going to attack, going to drive all the way. Nice move. He hung up in the air. Couldn't get it to fall, though. Rebound comes down to Carroll. Team Carroll trying to keep this run and the momentum going. Here's Javen Johnson. Johnson going to come up. Johnson hesitating. Johnson to the hoop. Johnson layup good. Javen Johnson turning it on. He's got 5 quick points. It's a 2-point ball game, 27-25. Team Carroll getting the momentum, and they've came out blistering here in the time after the timeout in the last minute. 9:40 to go. Here's Sotos. Sotos now going to go down to Kirkwood. Kirkwood kicks it back out. There's Keller, a 3. Good. To stop that run, Jacob Keller, his second 3 of the game. 30-25 now with the teams getting ready to hoop the last 9:22. Here's Sims. Sims to Javen Johnson. Javen now has it with the left-hand dribble, belt high. There's a jump from Mike Rump. Rump a long 3, back iron, no. Bluss goes and gets the rebound and over to Sotos. Sotos will bring it into the forecourt with the right-hand dribble. Sotos picked up the dribble. Now no one's coming to get it. There's Bluss. Bluss, catch, fire, a 3. Good! Peter Bluss caught it in his shooting pocket and splashed it home from deep. So they quickly push the lead right back up to 8. Back-to-back threes, a quick 6-0 run. Here's Stovall hesitating. Now gives it off to Sims. Sims now going to operate. Sims now over to Parker. Parker quickly going to drive down the lane. Falling away short. No good. James Sotos gets the rebound. Here comes Sotos. Sotos pushing it. Peter's not running hard enough. Bluss was not. He was open, but he wasn't running hard enough. But now he's wide open to give it to Bluss. Up fake. Off the window. Good. Peter Bluss. Way to answer the Team Carroll run. Peter Bluss now contributing offensively. He has 7 in the game, but 5 here quickly. 8:12 to go. Stovall goes around the Parker screen. There is Donovan Sims. Sims going to feed the post. Turning now is Rumpf. Rumpf looking, working on Kirkwick. He shot up. No, it was bothered by Kirkwick. And coming around with it now is Jamero Wilson. Wilson over to Soto. Soto's picked up the dribble, gives it over. Bust the three. No. Rebound is long, and Parker's going to get it. Bust was trying to keep his flames going. Here's Stovall. Stovall over to Javen Johnson. Javen now going to stop. Pull up. Jumper. Javen Johnson is long. Back iron. Did not hit the iron. Had to hit the backboard. Rebound by Blust. They give it over to Keller, and now they say, ooh, be easy with it. Going to slow it up as we come up on 7.5 to go. Substitutions getting ready for both teams at the next whistle. Keller, a three online, in and out. Rebound, put back up and in, good. Not Howard, Wilson. Wilson on the offensive rebound and put back for the Young Legends. They push the lead quickly back up to 12. Bluss with the steal, then threw a bad pass. Donovan Sims stole it, goes up, Bluss blocked, runs shot out of bounds. Do you realize it was 27-25? They have raced out on a 10-0 run and have a 12-point lead. That's how you answer, man. Team Carroll had the momentum going, and they had cut it to 2, and now it's back out to 12 because it's a 10-0 run, and Peter Bluss had a lot to do with, Mr. Wilson had a lot to do with, and Jacob Kelly had a lot to do with. Lane's going to give it over, and now here's John Brown. John Brown gives it back to Lance. Lance scooped it up with the left hand. It was bothered. Tipped around. Here's John Brown. John Brown going to dip it off. Now there's Reese. Couldn't handle it. Out of bounds. A turnover. It'll go over to the Young Legends. Joel Hillsman, glad that you're with us. And we're in the last 6:42 here of our final game on this first day of our broadcasting, but the second day of On the Radar Hoops Elite 32 Session 2. Glad that you're with us wherever you are. The SUVTV.com. Here's Sotos. Sotos now will hand it over, and there's Smith. Smith now to Bluss. Bluss, inside-out action, goes back now to Smith. Smith hesitates, goes behind the back. Bluss steps out. A three ball, no good. Rebound, John Brown. John Brown gets it over to Donovan Sims, and now here comes Team Carroll. Team Carroll trying to get back in it. Stovall, catch, fire in transition. It is short, no good. Rebound, Wilson skies for it and outlets it to Sotos. Here comes Sotos. Sotos surveying the floor, nothing there, so he'll be patient with it. Still currently a 10-0 run. It was 27-25. The Legends have ripped off 10 in a row, and they lead by 12. Kick it over. There's Pettinato, a three. Good! A 13-0 run. A flamethrower, his second three of the ball game. Marco Pettinato. And they push it out to 15, just like that. There's a long three. Lance, they cannot buy a basket to end the run. Pettinato with the steal. And now a long lead pass up to Bluss. Bluss got hung. Uh-oh. Tried to dunk it home. May have been a little foul there. He got hung. Here comes Santos. Alley-oop, no. And they're going to steal it. There's Wilson. Wilson gives it up to Pettinato. It's going to be Pettinato going with Smith. Bounce pass to Smith. Smith, reverse layup. No, it wouldn't fall. Rebound going to come down, and now foul on Smith. Wow. Bluss tried to get the dunk and got hung, and then Smith missed an easy reverse layup. But still, they're on a nice 13-0 run. It's 40-25 with 5:14 to go. Lance will inbound it to Sims. Sims, Reese, Brown, Howard, and Lance, the five on the floor from Team Carroll. And bouncing over to Reese. Will Downing is checked back in. Now they feed Howard. Howard turning, jump hook off the window. Good. Lemmy Howard, his first field goal. And that ends the 13-0 run. Here's Soto. Soto's going to drive all the way up in the air. No, let's see. We'll have a foul. Will it be offensive? We just have a foul and the refs walk this way. It will be an offensive foul on James Sotos. Sotos had a nice move, but was hit with the foul. 40-27. Can you believe Team Carroll made a run to make it 27-25, and that was it? Now Jamal Johnson wants to check in. Jamal Johnson will check in, and he will take Reese's spot. Peter Bluss, 5 big points on that spurt. He's got 7 in the game. Jacob Keller with 8 in the game. Cameron Kirkwick has not scored in this second half and currently is not in the game. He has 9 points. Here is Donovan Sims. Sims using the screen. He's picked up by Wilson. Wilson now cut off that right side. Now he has to hand it over to Johnson. Johnson going to drive on Wilson, put it off the window, no good. Wilson got the rebound. They were picking on him, but he cleaned up the trash. Downing is running with Sotos. Sotos puts the pressure on, gives it to Downing. Downing lost it. Lance is going to get the loose ball, and the pass was deflected there by Pegnato. They fight for it and tip. Howard saves it, dumps it off. There's Howard. Oh, he lost it. Ball's got nobody wanted. Hot potato. Layup in by John Brown, his first field goal. John Brown now with 3 points. That's his first field goal. It's 40-29, down 11. We're under 4 to go, 3:50. Sotos to Pegnato. Pegnato worked on by Lance over to Wilson. Wilson looks. Wilson holds now back over to Pegnato. Nato was bothered by Lance and poked it away. Now he's going to drive anyway. Floated up. Is going to be short, tipped by Johnson and out of bounds. I look up and I see a coach over there with a big red shirt on and a G. That's Mark Fox has walked into the gymnasium. Didn't know when he got here, but he's hanging around here along with UAB, Lipscomb, Winthrop, Iowa State. I've ran through the Rolodex of the ones that I've been able to identify. There's a catch and lay off of the inbound. Wilson, he's got 6. And now a turnover.
Missed that basket, sir. 42.
Kirkwood checks back in. Cam Kirkwood now checks in. 9 points in that first half, have been scoreless here in this second half. 3:17 to go. 42-29, it's a 13-point lead. Looking on the inbound, Kirkwood caught it. Double dribble, travel, something. He did something. He did a lot of stuff. I think he traveled twice. I'm sorry. He did so much there. My producer, Lisa, looking at me. He did a lot of stuff there. He's been sitting on that bench a little while, too, and he goes right back to the bench. Has not had a productive second half as Cameron Kirkwood, but he was very effective there in that first half and was looking to pass, and then when he had to score, he did score. Howard recovers it, gives it to John Brown. John Brown between the rings over on the left side. Here's Lance. Good defense. Keller, offensive foul. Great job defensively. Jacob Keller beating him to the spot, forcing the offensive foul. Wonderful defense, Keller. Kirkwood will come in. Downing will go out. 2:46 to go in a 13-point ball game that had a blistering 13-0 run from Young Legends after they had cut it down to 2. Now here comes Keller. Keller going to stop, gives it over now. Smith pulls the jumper. It is short, no good. Rebound, John Brown. John Brown is going to get the rebound here for Team Carroll. And he'll bring it into the full court. 2:20 to go in a 13-point deficit now for Team Carroll. John Brown gave it off. Howard, the pass was deflected by Sotos. Now here comes Smith. Smith one-on-one. Smith going on Johnson. Put it up. No, he was fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. Jamal Johnson out of Spain Park. In Spain Park High School in Hoover, Alabama will be going to the free throw line. And the foul was on, let's see. The ref said 4, but I think foul was on Johnson. So going to the free throw line will be Tamar Smith. Tamar Smith out of Merriam Catholic in Richton Park, Illinois. And he hits the first free throw. Smith, 1 of 1 from the line. He has 3 in the game. Substitution. Had a good little contingent with them. Got me straight on the Sotos. Once again, I do apologize. When you calling these games back to back to back, it'll get to you. No excuse, but I was sitting there looking at it, and I was saying Santos, knowing and looking at Sotos. But I got it right. And, if they pick at you on the bus, it's my fault. Tweet me and say they picking at you, and I'll take the heat for you, James Sotos. Rebound on the shot by Sotos. You played well, son. Sotos with only 1 point, but the floor general and the activity that he's provided for this Young Legend team cannot go unnoticed. Final 125, 15-point ball game. We were looking at a 2-point game, and all of a sudden, a 13-0 run, boom, by the Young Legends in this second half opened it up. There's a drive. Keller, left-hand layup, no good. Downing tried to get the rebound and did. Put it back up and in off the window. Mike Downing. Only his second field goal. His first field goal is for the highlight worthy. John Brown dumped it off to Howard. Howard catch up off the window. No, I like how they're being active. Will Downing said, get it out of here. Wilson's going to recover. He gives it up to Sotos. Sotos has got Keller and Downing. We're under a minute. 50 seconds to go. Sotos now going to attack. Oh, go all the way to the hoop. Dump it off to Downing. No, Downing couldn't finish. Rebound ripped down there and grabbed away from Team Carroll, and that was Jamal Johnson. On the drive is John Brown. Layup good. John Brown with the hoop and a timeout call, a teaching timeout with 30 seconds to go. 15-point ball game, 46-31. Quick timeout. This is the SUVTV.com. A 15-point lead as we resume here. The final 30 seconds as Young Legends, again, the story of the game. It was 27-25. Team Carroll was on a run. They cut it to 2, and Young Legends went, boom, 13-0 run right there. John Brown in the backcourt, and he'll get hit with the foul as he fouled Wilson with 24 seconds. It has been a very, very team-oriented effort. The only player that has not played in the game is Luke Anthony for the Legends, and everyone that has played has scored for the Young Legends. I like this ball club, I tell you. They're going to give the ball to Team Carroll with 24 seconds. It's a 15-point lead, 46-31, and they just kind of picked it up. And when they were able to get that run, Blust had a 3 and Keller had a 3. Once they got the run going, as Keller gets that steal, they did not look back. And there's a foul now. Lance with the foul. 10 seconds to go. They'll be sideline out of bounds. Smith will inbound it over to Sotos, and Sotos is grabbed and fouled by Donovan Sims. They're going to try to put him on the foul line. Teaching method right here now for this Team Carroll team. Coach Chris Monroe not standing now, sitting on the end of the bench, letting this one play out, and they're still reaching and fouling. Keller got it, and a whistle called on Lance. Or did they call him for traveling? They may have called him for traveling because she did not blow the whistle, even though Lance was clearly fouling him. And they did call traveling violation. So 5 seconds on a final shot coming up for Team Carroll. Parker to Lance. Lance, double dribble, no call. Layup off the window, no. And that will, the clock. And that will be the ball game. They did not have the clock running right there. Young Legends, 46-31. Remember, it was 27-25. Team Carroll was on a run and cut it to 2, and then that 13-0 run by the Young Legends kind of sealed that thing. Let's see. Let me give you some numbers right quick. Jacob Keller finished with 8. Tamara Smith with 4. Marco Pecnato with 6 on a pair of threes. As a team, 5 3-pointers from this Young Legend team. Cameron Kirkwick, 9, all of them in the first half. Darrell Wilson had 6. Peter Bluss had 7. Mike Downing had 4. And Santos, there it is, James Sotos had 1 for the Legends. Team Carroll was paced by Javen Johnson, 11 points. He was part of that little run that cut it to 2. But outside of that was it. John Brown had 5. Jamal Johnson, a quiet 5. Brooks with 2. Parker with 3. Rumpf with 2, and Lemmy Howard with 2. All right, so that concludes our action here today on the RadarHoops.com, the Elite 32 Session 2. We'll be back tomorrow, 9:40 right here, the SUVTV.com. We'll see you next time.